Dive slates aren't so expensive, so you can totally go to a dive shop, buy a dive slate. You can also make your own. These slates function like normal writing would. So you can use rubbers, for example, to clean the slates. Make sure you've got sharpeners to actually sharpen your pencil, because if it goes blunt underwater, that's not good. Tubing is the second thing. So some form of rubber tubing. You could go raid a hospital, take some surgical tubing. You can go to an aquarium store, take some aquarium tubing or medical tubing, any kind. At any hardware store, you'll be able to find some rubber tubing. So pencil, rubber tubing. What you want to be doing is cutting the tubing to a length that's appropriate. You're not going to have your slate with a 3-meter tube with a small pencil, like it's ridiculous. So true saying that's going to give you enough space to pick up the pencil, write it, and move around a little bit, and not so it's so short so you're struggling to write. So your plastic writing surface. I had a question from a student yesterday talking about what are the slates made of, and most of the slates these days are plastic. So there's different blends of plastic, but there are also a number of other surfaces and products that you can use for a diving slate. So firstly, the basic diving slate is just a rectangular piece of plastic with a grainy surface, but some other types that work. So you guys remember floppy disks from back in the day, put into a computer, like that type of plastic works really, really good as a dive slate. So someone could do like to turn maybe those floppy disks into dive slates. That'd be a cool project. That'd be amazing. Diskettes, those floppy disks, you can use vinyl mini blinds. You can turn those blinds into slates as well. The back of those plastic for sale signs as well. You can make several slates from a big sign depending on the size. White vinyl siding as well. And lastly, fish cutting boards. So you've got your pencil, you've got your rubber tubing, you've got some sort of plastic, bit of material to create your slate. You want to be drilling, especially cutting your plastic to a size that's appropriate. It can be as big as you need, but keep in mind, it has to be practical and appropriate. So often like an A4 size is probably all you're going to need. So cut the right size plastic, drill a small hole in the corner. You can pick left or right, it's up to you. One thing is try not to drill the hole too close to the end, because you may risk cracking your slate. But also if you do the hole too close to the middle or like too far in, then it also gets in the way. So you want to have a hole. You're probably going to drill a couple of holes. So you can have like one hole where you can attach a clip to be able to clip it to your BCD, another hole for where you're going to have your rubber tubing to connect your pencil, and maybe any other bits and pieces that you might need. So put your rubber tubing through the hole and tie it securely. Connect the pencil to the other end of the tubing. Put a keyring and like another clip to be able to have that connected to your BC. And then go diving. If you don't have any rubber tubing, for example, I've made slates in the past where just get like any rope or twine or something that's gonna last in water, cut a little length, tie it to the slate, wrap it around a pencil. I just use sticky tape a few times, a couple layers of sticky tape to tie it to the pencil, and that works perfectly fine as well. But obviously the more thorough and sturdier your bits are going to be, the longer it's going to last. The one thing to keep in mind is that your data and your writing can get really smudged, and it's not often done intentionally, but you may have got your data, and then without realizing you're holding a slate, and then your gloves like smudging it, and then all of a sudden your data just starts disappearing. So you want to be very cautious to not to handle your slate unnecessarily, because you don't want to lose your data. And it's really important that once we've got our data, one tip that I can recommend is as soon as your data sheet's complete, and if you've got a camera, get a photo of your data sheet underwater. That way you've got a digital record of it. And that way, if anything happens between getting in the water and getting up to the surface or on the boat, you've got a photo of it. As soon as it's possible, transfer your data from your slate and any observations and notes into like a digital copy. If there's a laptop there, pop the data straight into that. It's really, really necessary. It's helpful. And if you don't do it straight away, it may be fine, but there's times when it won't be fine. There's times where at the time you're writing something on the slate and it makes sense. And keep in mind, it's underwater as well. So your writing isn't as like clear as it is on the surface. You might take some notes and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Get to the surface a day later and be like, what was I writing? What was I talking about here? So while things are fresh, get your data into a computer and record it. So either into a spreadsheet, for example, or get a picture of it. I would recommend doing all of it. It's so valuable to have some like photos of your fieldwork, photos of data sheets, so that way you can refer to it if you need to. So the way we clean the slates, there's so many ways. You can use a rubber, just a normal rubber eraser to clean them. Some materials, like some slates can be cleaned very easily with a rubber, some not so well. So if the rubber doesn't work, you can also use, I've seen slates, and up at the research station on Straddie, what we use up there is just these little pieces of foam, and the foam is enough to just gently get the pencil off the slate, like a little bit of foam. It's so simple. But if that doesn't work, you can use soap and water and some form of light scourer to be able to clean the slate. Toothpaste or like those creamy kitchen cleansers. It's, depending how hard you were writing, you might need to use that stuff, but probably not. So once your slate is clear, dry it, check the pencil, maybe you need to sharpen it again, maybe you need to retighten your pencil, and then store it and put it away. And always check this stuff before you get in the water. If you're going to be doing, like say for example, have some of you guys seen the Coral Watch ID charts? So it's a chart where there's like different color codes on there, and on the back you've got a data sheet to be able to record your data. And sometimes the pencil will come off and you won't realize. So before you get in the water, double check that every slate has a pencil attached to it. Just don't assume if you're picking up a slate there's going to be a pencil. And also you can bring extra pencils as well. Really handy.